Alright, good afternoon guys, welcome back to my channel. I've got my cup of tea. You might as well go and get yours whilst we sit down and talk about my fitness journey. I have been on and off working out for about 4 years now. I started getting into it when I moved into this flat in 2018 and then I worked out consistently from 2019 till 2020, and then COVID happened and I ended up spending my entire life at home, and I got off the bandwagon and I only started picking up again in December 2021. So yeah, it's been a little bit on and off. I have to say, I didn't completely stop between 2020 and 2021. I just kind of was not consistent and I found it really difficult to get back onto things. So yeah, I don't know what my last update was regarding my fitness journey. I honestly cannot remember, it's been such a long time. But let's just dig into it and go from the beginning so that we have a whole recounting of what the situation is. So, back in 2019, I was using the Sweat app by Kayla Itzine, I believe her name is. And I was doing Kelsey Wells' program on that. The name of it I cannot remember. It is currently escaping me at the moment. I don't have my phone on me. My phone's charging on my table over there. But anyway, so I worked on that program up until 2021, when I was, no, 2020 even. And then I think it was like June 2020 when it had been a couple of weeks, a couple of months even into COVID life, and I just struggled having motivation for anything. Like, I think I got into a real, like, not depressive mode, but like I was furloughed from work. The weather was really nice, so I just spent a lot of my time walking. So I guess I was still kind of exercising, but really not really. And then I think I just never got back into it. I lost all motivation. And that has to be because I didn't have the split of going to the office and then coming home and doing a workout. So when I was working in the office for the 2 or 2 years that I was consistently working out, I would come home from the office and change and work out. Nowadays I really have to force myself to work out, which is not great, but I work from home currently. My spare room is my office, and then I come in here and do my working out, and I definitely still find it quite difficult. I do have off weeks still, where the motivation just escapes me because I'm living in the same home that I'm working in, and when you're working from home you don't have that going home time. You know what I mean? Like, when you're in the office, you know you have to log off and go home at a certain point because the office will close. When you're at home, there's no time limit. So I do find that sometimes I can work until 8 or 9 p.m. and not realise, and that is a workout day thrown out the window. So that's definitely one huge setback that I've had over the last couple of years. So back in 2021, when I was trying to get back into the fitness things, I think I started around September, October time, and I went back to using the Sweat app, and I just was not vibing with it anymore. I'd kind of gone through the program and the workouts weren't my sort of vibe, and I just found it really difficult to kind of connect to it again. I did love that program, I did love that app. In general, it was great. I had no issues with it. There are some parts of the app that I do still wish that the current working out app I use had it in place as well, but unfortunately it does not. So sorry, my cat is about to knock over my tea. Yeah, so there's definitely aspects of that app that I miss, but yeah, I decided, I don't know how I decided actually. I think I was on Instagram and I have like a fitness account that I own. That's more like an accountability account for myself that I created to like force myself to upload and post things and tag the creators of the app and the program I'm on to, like, you know, like set it in stone that, you know, I'm working out and doing something for myself. Yes, I was on that app, on that Instagram account even, sorry, and I think it must have been like advertised. You know, you get the promoted posts or the promoted like Instagram stories, and obviously it's a fitness related account. I keep on saying app. So I yeah, I just was intrigued. So I did download it for the trial, and so I started working on it in November, and I believe I was following, so I should mention what the app is before I go too far. So the app at that time was called Tone and Sculpt. It's now rebranded to Evolve You, but at the time it was called Tone and Sculpt, and it's by Chrissy Chela. I apologise if I'm pronouncing that surname incorrectly, but it's her app, it's her company, and I really loved it. So I was following her program, and then I just kind of dabbled and was like at that point still trying to focus, like figure out what program would fit me better. So I tried Chrissy's program, and then I tried Danielle Wilson's program, and then I tried Melissa's program, Melissa Kenter. I've forgotten, I apologise if I'm also pronouncing her surname incorrectly as well. But at that time I think it was only those three that were on the app. There's more trainers now that exist, but I haven't really paid attention to their programs. I think there's like a Pilates one, there's a yoga one, and there's something else. But anyway, yeah, I really enjoyed Danielle's Strong program. I believe it was a fully Strong at Home program. I did like that program, but it wasn't really something I was vibing with again. I just don't know, I found it difficult to work with. Anyway, come January, I decided to try out Melissa's program, and I really loved it. It has like the perfect amount of cardio versus like weight movements, I guess. And I'm now, I don't know what week literally is, but I'm currently, so I moved on from the beginner program, so I'm in the intermediate program. I'm on week 12, and I believe there's like, what's the date now? I think there's like 5 or 6 weeks left of the intermediate program, and then you go on to I don't know if it's what it's specifically called. Is it the hard program or the expert program? Not too sure. But anyway, I have been working on this program since then, and I've been really enjoying it. So for me, progress is quite slight, I would say. It takes forever for any progress to happen to me. I do find a massive drawback to myself is that if I see like a tiny little bit of progress, I get really excited and then I stall and I don't work out for like a month or so. So yes, there's definitely been weeks I have missed. I'm not perfect. I do get unwell quite easily. I think my immune system is like really bad. It always has been. And I have like vertigo quite regularly. Like it's quite common cause because I'm deaf in my left ear, so it just kind of happens, and that also then leads me to be off for like a couple of weeks. Yeah, I just get really sick really easily, basically is what I'm saying. Not excusing myself, but when that happens, my motivation just goes out the window, and I find it really difficult to pick it back up. So yeah, that's definitely a drawback to me being me, is that I just struggle. And like, if I'm busy for like a weekend, I then find it really difficult to pick it back up because I'm missing the days that I usually do my workout on. Like, I like routine, and when my routine changes, my brain just can't handle it, and I struggle to like pick up where I left off. So yeah, there's definitely like something I need to get better at, I think, is just trying to be more consistent. Back in December, I think it was the 23rd of December actually, I do remember this quite like easily, I decided that I wanted to get back into working out like properly, get consistent, and get ready for my brother's wedding, which is in September, at the start of September. So yeah, I've been working my hardest, working my butt off. I do have to admit that I'm probably not going to show you guys like progress pictures or progress stuff, because for me, progress isn't really like the be-all end-all. For me, progress doesn't really matter. As long as I feel great, it's great. I do want to be more body confident, 100%, but progress for me comes quite slowly. It's very, very, very gradual. So I've been working out for 7 months now. Today, I think it is the 22nd of July, something around that time, I know. Anyway, and I have to admit that progress looks barely there. So I take progress pictures for myself and my eyes only like once a month, give or take, just out of intrigue, just to see if anything's happening. And got to admit that it wasn't until June that I noticed that I was feeling and looking a little bit differently. Add on to that the fact that I think it was my birthday actually, at the beginning of July, I got comments that I looked slimmer and that I looked really well, and I was like, but I haven't been doing anything different. And I was like, maybe it's my working out that's actually making a change. And then that weekend I decided to weigh myself. I don't weigh myself like at all. I'm really bad at doing that, and I don't really care for it. I have like a history with like weighing myself and just being like really disappointed with the numbers, and the numbers obviously don't really mean much, but I had lost a few pounds within that period. I'm not really too sure why or how that happened, considering that was just after I'd been like at Silverstone and I'd eaten like so much bad stuff, but I hadn't really changed what I was eating, hadn't really changed anything at that point. But they said that I just looked well and I looked slimmer. Pounds weren't really much because, you know, weight always kind of like goes up or down depending on the day or time or whatever, so it's not really something that I really pay attention to. I won't mention like how heavy I am. It's not really something I'm interested in. I don't really care what people weigh these days. I don't really care how much I weigh. I have like one of those weighing scales that has like the additional information on it, and that's kind of the information that I pay more attention to, just to see like, is it really like my muscles, or like is it water or whatever is making it change. So what are the changes that I have seen? So they are very slight. I have definitely noticed that my legs are a little bit slimmer, but the main difference is actually my biceps. So you guys probably won't be able to tell even, but I can tell that there is like a very slight like bulge happening, and I can feel it, and that wasn't there before, like even on this arm too, which is my weakest arm, and I can feel it, like it's there. Yeah, it's weird, like knowing and kind of beginning to see the very slightest definition is amazing. This summer has actually been the first summer in my entire life that I have been comfortable wearing like shorts or like t-shirts on a regular basis. For the last 30 years of my life, I have been very strong on wearing like long sleeve tops and like jeans, or like, you know, hot clothes when it's been really, really hot. Yeah, that's been a huge change and a huge shift. I think it's just I'm feeling a little bit more body confident. I'm not 100% there. There's definitely areas of my body that I would like to improve, but that will come in time, and I'm beginning to realise that it takes time, that it's not going to be an overnight success. I've been working out consistently, or well, not consistently, but regularly enough to be consistent since December, and it's now towards the end of July, if you take that as you will. And there's not really been much of a difference, but everybody is different. So some people can make those changes in a month or two and they'll look amazing. Some people can take years, and it just depends on like not just your like metabolism, but just your body and how it works. And that's something that people need to understand, is that it takes time and it's not an overnight thing for it to happen. And that's something that I'm also trying to like really engage on and like consider when I look at myself in the mirror and realise that I'm not where I want to be yet, and I'm like, okay, it's because it takes time. Now, one area that I definitely think I can and should improve on is obviously my diet, because your diet definitely helps your body change faster or slower. At the moment, I pretty much eat whatever I want to eat. I am looking into just like different options. So I am looking into like plant-based diets, just out of intrigue, just to try something a little bit different and see if that helps with my like intolerances. I do have like IBS, which is like irritable bowel syndrome. I've had that for years. Fortunately, like 2 years ago actually, but since I've been living alone, I think it was definitely in 2020 when it was during the COVID season, when I was at home all the time and having to cook and eat everything for myself instead of like going to the shops and getting lunches and all that stuff. Around that time, I really took the effort to look into what foods were causing these issues. I did cut them out of my diet. So there are foods that I can't eat, such as like onion, mushrooms, like spices. Like there's definitely things that I'm intolerant to that I definitely won't ever touch. So yeah, it's kind of like, I know I can understand what I like. So yeah, I'm currently trying like different things to see what I can and can't eat and what kind of works well for my body. I definitely know that I probably need to understand it a little bit more. It's one thing I just really struggle with. My mind just does not understand how it works, and I can't work out what foods I can and can't eat. And like for me, I would need like a proper meal plan to follow, and I have yet to find one that works for me, or one that I can find that I can like follow really well. I've always struggled with this, and I think it's because I'm quite picky with foods, considering with the fact that I am intolerant to some foods as well. One thing that I have changed actually over the course of maybe these last 6 months is that I don't regularly have cow milk anymore. I have now changed over to having like a mix of soy milk or oat milk, sometimes almond milk, but it's not really my favourite. Definitely never coconut milk. I've never really gotten well with that. So yeah, that's definitely a big change I've made over the course of this year. Going on to what my goal was when I wanted to get back into working out at the end of 2021. My brother's wedding, obviously. I wanted to look amazing for it, and I've come to the realisation that I can do as much working out as I want to. I know I won't reach my goals before that day. I'm probably just not disciplined enough, and I'm not really taking it like as seriously as I can. I expect like there'll be some like mad people who would be working out every single day for hours on end, whereas I'm literally just following the program and working 4 days a week, working out 4 days a week, and that works well for me. And it's just been a huge like mind shift. Like I could have a goal, but I know I won't meet it. And I'm okay with that. I can do the best I can, and I'll work out as much as I can before that day, but whatever I look like on the day, it will be as it is. Where do we go from here? I'm still going to continue working out. I would love to like finally show at some point in the future like a proper good like comparison of what I look like before and what I look like now. But currently I look pretty much exactly the same. Maybe just like a tiny little bit slimmer, but there's really no difference. So me sharing those progress pictures that I've been taking month to month would literally mean nothing right now. Originally, when I first had this video in mind, I put it in this slot like back in January. And I first had like the idea of like completely following along my fitness journey with filming my workouts and then creating like a whole montage like I've seen other people do. I completely forgot about doing that. I also think I lost the footage. I must have deleted it, or there was a point where my hard drive died, so it might have been that it was on the hard drive that died. So I know I filmed from January up until April, but I don't have that footage anywhere. So that is why we are sitting down and talking this through instead. I love working out. It's definitely like made me feel amazing. I can tell the differences on the days or the weeks that I don't work out versus the days I do. I just feel like I've accomplished something. I'm doing something for myself. One thing that I have to say that I probably should need to pick up a little bit more is the last couple of years I was really good at consistently going out for walks, and this year I've really been bad at it. I don't know what it is. I've just been really struggling with the motivation to go out for like an hour or two walk, so I'm gonna try and start picking that up as well, but we shall see how that goes. That's pretty much it. That is my fitness journey up until now. It's not really much, but it's something. It's a start. So yeah, that's it. That is my update. I'm going to continue working on the commit program with Melissa on the Evolve You app, and we shall see where it goes. I expect by the time I do another update, maybe I'll do another update at the end of the year or at the start of 2023, in about 6 months. Maybe I will be working on a different program, because at that point I think I'll have finished the program that I'm on currently. Maybe I'll try it like one of the other programs in the app and see how it goes. That's it. I don't know what I'm rambling on about. I'm going to stop this video now. I'm going to finish my cup of tea. Gonna stop saying after every sentence, and I shall see you guys in my next video. And yeah, if you guys want me to do like workout videos or like talk more about my fitness on a more casual level rather than just these like 6 monthly videos, let me know, because I do love watching this sort of content. I do like want to share some more of it. I just don't know, because my channel is very Project Pan based at the moment. I'm not too sure where this fits, so maybe I'll do like more vlogs, and in those vlogs mention the working out I'm doing and these sort of things. I'm not really too sure about that. Yeah, alright, that's it. I'm gonna go have some dinner, and I shall see you guys next time. Bye.